Hi guys, it's Michael Watson, aka the Mindful Voice Coach. I help people change their voices and change their minds to have the best careers possible. And today I'm giving you some pro tips on being a lead in the West End or becoming a lead in the West End and how to enjoy it and truly live it. But from my own experiences of maybe not living and enjoying it always as much as I should have. So are you ready guys? Let's go. Here are the pro tips. Come on! So guys, my first pro tip is about auditions. Okay, auditions to become a lead in the West End. They can be very long. You're going to do many auditions. They're going to push you to the nth degree to find out whether you are ready for the role or not. Okay, so take your time, chill out. Know that if you are getting further and further down the line, they actually really love you. They are ultimately wanting you to get the role because it makes their job so much easier. So as you get further down the line, don't start to get more and more nervous. Start to enjoy the process more because you know that they enjoy you. So start to try to find that absolute fun in sort of discovering and being able to portray that role that you want to achieve. Now the thing is that most of us as performers do is we start to add the pressure on. We start to go, oh my God, I'm getting so close. I don't know if I can do it. I need to just stay focused. Oh my gosh, can I do this? Will I get it? I hope I get it. If I don't, I'll be crushed. Well, what does that just bring to us? That brings us a level of worry, a level of doubt, a level of fear. So what I really want to try and bring to you as my pro tip is find the joy, enjoying the process of the auditions. Don't put all of your self-worth on achieving that role. I promise you guys, if there was one thing I could tell you is I've auditioned for countless roles, countless shows. I couldn't even tell you how many different roles and shows I've auditioned for. And in my career, I think I've done about 10 or 12 different shows. Okay, and I've auditioned for thousands. But those 10 or 12 yeses are what meant so much to me. So sometimes you're going to get a no. But if we can bounce on from that and realise that it's just maybe leading us towards the next great thing, then we don't put as much pressure on that role. If you just stay focused on your goal, you're going to achieve it. I promise you. You will get an audition, you will get a yes. Don't put all your self-worth on getting that yes though. You are enough just as you are. My next pro tip about being a lead in the West End is, once you actually get the role, not everyone's going to like you. There, I've said it. I'm sorry guys, not everyone is going to like you. And that's okay, that's the best thing. It's actually really okay that they might not like you. Because here's the thing, some people, they love the sun, they love the heat. Someone else, in that sun and heat, says it's too hot, I hate this, I want to go inside. Is the sun any different? Has the sun changed? Is the sun not enough? Well, the sun is the sun. It's just the opinion of someone else that doesn't like it, that says the sun is not good. It's not the sun that is not good, it's their opinion. Okay? So not everyone's going to like you. Trust me, I really want you to get to terms with that. Your own opinion of yourself in that role is more than enough. Start to cultivate an opinion of, I am good enough. I deserve to be here. This role is meant for me. It is easy for me. I love doing it. I am enough. When we start to say that to ourselves, we really start to enjoy the role and we actually perform at a level that is even higher than we ever thought possible. Trust me, I say this from experience. I played Frankie Valli in the West End for a number of years and I played it on tour. When I was in the West End, I often judged myself, thought little of myself, wanted other people to tell me that I was enough. And it meant that I didn't get to fully experience the joy of playing such a wonderful role. Whereas, when I went back to the role again, I decided that I am enough. It is easy for me. I deserve to be here. And I tell you what, it was a joy to play that role every night. So if there's one thing I can tell you as my pro tip, start to talk to yourself that you deserve to be there, that you are enough, and be your own biggest cheerleader. then you will be able to perform and be your best much more often, and it will feel like fun. So my next pro tip, guys, is that being a lead in the West End comes with a lot of pressure. You are the head of the company. You are the person that is meant to show up the most, lead the cast, be the ultimate driving force of the show. That can be a lot of pressure, and if we're not careful, it can burn us out. Trust me, really listen to me when I say this. That pressure can absolutely start to grind on you. And we start to think, well, if I've got to be such at the peak of my game all the time, then I need to go home, not talk until the show the next night. I need to stay in, I need to go to bed early, I need to do this, I need to not eat chocolate, not eat cheese, steam twice a day. I need to then go and stretch for 4 hours. I need to warm up consistently throughout the day. Trust me on all of these. I'm putting it into all one package of pressure. You don't need to do anything like that. I'm going to tell you this. After the show, yes, go and have a beer with the cast or a wine or whatever you want. Go have some dinner. Relax. Start to enjoy the fact that you're at the peak of your game and that you've achieved a wonderful dream of yours. And usually with that dream comes a flow of a bit more money in your life. So start to enjoy that. Start to find the pleasure in why you've worked so hard to get here. So stop putting pressure on yourself. Go and have a beer, go have some dinner, have a coffee in the day, eat a bar of chocolate before the show. Trust me, it's not going to destroy your voice, okay? All of these things are just things that we put on ourselves to make us feel extra pressure and make us feel like we're doing enough to deserve that role. Well, you're doing enough already, just show up. Just show up and do it. Stop putting that pressure on yourself so much and just really enjoy it for what it is. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and party in the club till 4 in the morning. That's potentially a bit irresponsible. Yeah, we've got to play a role the next night, sure. But I'll tell you a funny story. The night before Frankie Valli was coming to watch me play himself, I didn't know he was coming in the next day. So I was at the pub. The one time I let myself go to the pub in the West End, I never used to go. And I had a couple of beers and a whiskey. And then the next morning, the company manager tells me that Frankie Valli's coming. Well, let's say I started to beat myself up. You shouldn't have gone out. Trust me, the one night you've gone out, the main man's in. One of the best shows I ever did was that next day. Because you know what? I relaxed, I had fun, I chilled out. Stress is the worst thing you can put on the voice. Okay? Worst thing you can put on a performer. So my pro tip is, live your life around the show. Stop putting so much pressure to be a machine. Amazing. Okay. My next pro tip, guys, is sometimes in the show you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get a line wrong. You're going to crack on a note. You're going to not come in for your entrance. Try not to do that one too much, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to do that. But you know what? Mistakes are part of live performance. So what must we do? We must learn to forgive, forget, laugh. Just, you know what? It doesn't matter. No one died. Yeah, you don't want to make too many mistakes across a run. No. So otherwise we need to look at that. But God, I mean, one cracked note out of the million notes that you sung, but you're going to beat yourself up for the rest of the show and not enjoy the rest of the show and do your best work. Well, there we go. That's when we've got to start to realise we have to learn to laugh it off, enjoy it, find it funny. Not muck about, no, but just learn to find that we're human being and it's okay. I cracked on a note, no one died. I'm still here. Yeah, I may have wished the ground had sucked me in at times, but I don't need to anymore because who cares? I'm going to sing the rest of the show like beautiful. Forget about it, man. Okay? So just learn that mistakes are a part of it and just to chill and let the mistake wash over you and power on through to the rest of the show and show them why you are number one. And that's my pro tip for you. Okay, the last one, guys, leading on to being a human being. Sometimes you're going to get sick. Sometimes you're not going to be in the right mindset to do the show. Sometimes you're just not able to make it in. Well, do you know what? That's why an understudy is there for you. An understudy is there to pick up the slack when you can't do it. And you know what? The show runs pretty much 365 days of the year besides Christmas. So, are you meant to show up for all of those at the top of your game every day? Is it possible? No, it's not. So why do you keep berating yourself if you're going off sick? You're allowed to go off sick. That's not just even for leads in the West End. That's understudies, that's anyone. We're human beings at the end of the day. Our instrument is affected by our health and how we feel. So, sometimes you're not going to be able to do the show. I spent many a days beating myself up because I was off sick. Do you know what happens then? It takes longer to get back because you don't relax. I promise you, I learnt this lesson quite early on. So then when I was off sick, you know what I did? I chilled because it's okay. It's okay. You need a week off because you're not feeling good, take it off. You need 2, you need to take it off. Performing when you're not 100% well can often lead to vocal issues down the line. So take the break while you can and while it's not going to overly affect you. People that want to rush back from that jump to steroids, they jump to singing on really sore throats with inflamed vocal cords. Trust me, it's a one-stop trip to the ENTs, the ear, nose and throat specialist who's going to look down there and say, there's a slight hemorrhage or you need vocal rehabilitation. Then you're going to be taking months off. So look, just learn to listen to your body. If you can't do it, don't do it. But don't beat yourself up. Relax, chill out, eat some nice healthy food. Know that the body knows how to get itself better. And once you feel better, you'll be back with a vengeance. So we need to start taking the shame of not being able to perform every night of the week and start to say, that's okay. Wonderful stuff, guys. These are my pro tips. These are just the tip of the iceberg, just to start us off. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Please comment down below. What else would you like to know about? Would you like to know more about being in the West End? Would you like to know more about vocal health? Would you like to know more about how to sing at the highest level without losing your voice? I can show you all of these. I want to know what you guys want to see though. So let me know down below. You guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe.